Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Taurus, let's get into it. Now, the first card you have, Taurus, is friendly. It says friendly, love, harmony, and respect. So, right off the bat, this is more about having those connections, building connections that are loving, that are giving, that bring harmony and inner peace to our space. Now, harmony requires work, right? It requires for us to align with each other. It allows for us to open ourselves and our hearts to each other. It allows us to address the patterns that should not be a part of such relationships so that there can be harmony, right? So these are the values that we need to apply daily in our connections and in our personal life. Respect is about, accepting each other for who we are. This is also uplifting each other, growing together through shared experiences, being able to open up without being judged and without judging, creating that emotional safety, creating an environment, a secret space where we can communicate without being judged, without being biased, right? That's what shared growth is all about. So I feel that this is speaking of dynamics where it's not transactional, like I give, you give, and things like that. We are in certain superficial dynamics where it's more transactional. Mostly at workplace, especially when we're in business, we are in transactional dynamics. But when it comes to friendships, this is more about heartfelt connections where we are more generous, right? Where we can be generous without feeling afraid, without feeling used and abused, without expecting anything back in return. So this is talking about those dynamics. That doesn't mean we'll lose ourselves. That still means that we have our own boundaries, we have our own space, but we're able to collaborate effectively. We're able to understand each other. We're able to work through solutions of any misalignments or misunderstandings. There's no room for misunderstandings, right? We are able to forgive. We're able to understand each other. We're able to cope up with any stressful situations, resolve problems. We're not competing against each other. We are one team. So I feel that this is like creating a space where we can balance out our self-respect, where with being empathic, with being empathic for other people, right? So I feel that these are souls coming together that recognize each other's worth in their lives, right? And where conflicts are avoided, or if there is a conflict of opinion, which is not a wrong thing, healthy conflicts are very important for resolutions, for creating that growth, for having that creative synergy. It's very much required. But I feel that this energy is more about repairing things in a healthy way, keeping bonds sacred and safe, deepening bonds, and being a vessel or a tool where you are able to mend broken connections even. It's that kind of energy. Next card you have, Taurus, is the eyes of the ocean. And it further says, the eyes of the ocean see into the secrets of life. They gaze into our souls and reveal the truth and meaning of life. Yeah, it's all about, the depth of our emotions. The wisdom that comes from exploring the depth of our emotions, from having those intuitive nudges, feeling things intuitively. This is also based on our ancestral wisdom, because we all have a certain upbringing. We come from different communities. We have different backgrounds, different, ancestral heritage and things like that. So this intuitive wisdom also comes from, from where we come from our place of origin, from our roots. But when we are able to feel intuitively, we're able to process our emotions and understand the depth of our emotions. That actually helps us get the direction, gets the solution to a lot of problems in tricky situations, right? Because the deeper we go, the deeper insights we can get into our situation and face those truths honestly, without sugarcoating, without brushing it off. The more honest that we can become with our emotions is the moment where we have the power to transform our situations. And with that transformation, we are able to lead life in a different way. Different possibilities, different directions, different ways of living become available to us. So I feel that this is more about see with the depth of your emotions. Seek the depth, seek the insights, deeper insights. Water, we're all made of water. Our body is full of water. So trusting the intuitive compass that you're all born with is the eyes of the ocean. Now, this is also about our subconscious thoughts, dreams, visions. Even when we daydream, we get visions. That's also our subconscious speaking to us, through our heart space, through desires. Watch out for synchronicities and your subtle connections from your divine or certain messages from the divine, and non-brushing those messages off. Paying attention to those messages, interpreting those messages will give you a lot of clarity emotionally. This is also about coming from a more heart-centered space. Trusting your emotions for guidance, meditating. Also being flowy like the ocean, like the water. And it's like also being in a state where you're able to reflect the properties of the ocean. Ocean has the ability to dissolve, to dissolve over a period of time. So dissolve and purify. Because there are reefs, there are organisms, marine ecosystems that purify the water. So I also feel that oceans are, deep. They're challenging to navigate. It's an unknown domain for majority of us that are not quite out there in the ocean or into water sports. So it feels like, this is also a chance, an opportunity to be more strong, to face your fears, to be more resilient. And there's also a lot of sacred geometry with this. If you look at the picture, there's a lot of symbols, sacred geometries. Designs here, patterns in the card that speaks to mandalas. I also feel that, there is a very deep connection between how we feel, the actions that we take based on our emotions and our feelings and our understanding of it, and the universal guidance, like where are our emotions and actions leading us to. So I do feel that, this is a time where you are being guided to trust your intuition, the depths of your emotions, to help you navigate difficult situations. This is the marine wisdom, the marine ecosystem. Look up a lot of that. We can get inspiration, we can get that wisdom from a lot of marine creatures to navigate any kind of difficult or uncertain situations with a lot of grace, with a lot of calmness, and dissolving everything, purifying ourselves, dissolving the impurities and purifying ourselves, our thought, our emotions, even cleansing our emotions, releasing negativity from our emotions. Next, Taurus, you have the card of Earth. This is your energy out here. And if you see the glyphs in the picture, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, these are Earth elements. And it further says persistence, patience, and practicality. Yeah, because Earth signs are all about grounding energy, stability, home, second house of possessions ruled by Venus, nurturing, caring, having stronger foundations. This is also speaking your truth, persistence, keeping persistent, not giving up easily, having the patience to put in the work and to see the results, to see the outcomes, to be patient enough to not be like fly by night or one day here and second day gone. Not that kind of energy and practicality. Yeah, taking the practical steps, being grounded in our emotions, in our thoughts. This is also about creating that sacred home that where everybody can thrive, where everybody can feel stable. Look at the picture, there's a heart always, and from that comes out beautiful roses. Roses have thorns, which means that, this is more about connecting with beauty of nature. Now, since there is a rose petal out here, and we know the rose has thorns, so the good and bad. But despite of the thorns, the roses are the most sought after flowers, right? They're beautiful in different colors. They're fragrant. So yes, every, life has its ups and downs. It has those thorns as well that we can still clip those off. We can cut it off and, still be most sought after. So this is, I feel like, more about home foundations, being physically present even, and not being lost, being grounded in your reality in the current moment. This is also about building structures and foundations, having like meditation and spiritual practices and rituals that will keep us grounded and supported, physically, emotionally, and mentally. This is also about working, connecting with nature and working with the natural universal cycle. Some of you could be gardeners, connecting with nature in that way, or bringing it, or planting flowers in pots and gardens, or landscaping, beautifying homes. This is also related to nature, herbs, doing something, using a lot of herbs and natural things in your diet. But this is also about deep roots. Honoring those roots, honoring your ancestry, your heritage, family traditions, having those altars at home where you offer, your incense and oils and that allow you to keep that calm and peace, knowing and honoring where you come from, your roots. This energy also keeps us grounded. It keeps you strong and grounded away from any external chaos, having that center, found that center within, that peace and harmony, right? Where we stabilize our emotions and not feel chaotic emotions in any way, not allowing our emotions to get the better of us. That's the most powerful energy of grounding, right? That makes us feel secure, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in something to do with earthy, our physical world, our finances, or our projects or things that we're working on, even about our body, how we take care of our body, how we honor this vessel. And Venusian energy, this is about beauty, fashion, could be your interest into those, or colors. The incenses, essential oils, and things like that, where it makes us feel connected, holistically connected to everything around us, and also keeps us holistically invested and in the present moment. Next, Taurus, you have the card of 10 of Spades. And it further says, it's number 30. So the number 10, number 30 could be important for you. Yeah, so far those are the numbers. So number 30, 30. The rod predicts family quarrels. What is it? Pecuniary loss. Okay, so it could be something like family troubles, chaos in the family. It could be some quarrels. It's a minor arcana. 10 of Spades is like 10 of Swords. So this is like, feeling grounded despite of any kind of emotional chaos. 10 of Spades is like the 10 of Swords, and you got that in your relationship read as well. 10 of Swords came up. So it's a theme here where you're releasing past hurts, you're purifying your emotions. You're letting go of any kind of negative emotions, resentments, heartaches. And Of course, but Ten of Swords is not an easy energy. It's a minor arcana. It deals with the air energy, lot of thought, lot of hurt, lot of resentment, those kind of negative emotions. Definitely leads to heartache. Separation could be for some of you, but this is more about, Ten of Swords is like doing something over and over again that's not working, right? It's a cycle that's not healthy or beneficial to us. So it allows you to look at things in a new perspective, right? If you look at the tarot, Ten of Swords, there's a person that's lying with 10 swords at his back, but the sun is rising on the horizon, which means that there's a new way, there's a new day coming up where you recognize, what is it that you have been doing constantly that's hurting you? It does. Ten of Swords, yeah, it happens in one day. The hurt could be so intense, but it's due to having a pattern, a subconscious pattern that we follow, based on our conditioning, where we end up sabotaging our own selves and our well-being. So when this Ten of Spades comes and we recognize what is it that's causing this kind of disruptive cycle, we have to focus on breaking it. We have to focus on healing ourselves and releasing this kind of pattern. That's the only way we can stop and break this destructive cycle in our lives. So you have to first recognize which pattern this is and then start healing. Start releasing the pain so that we're able to pick ourselves back up and, be a different person or adopt different healthy habits and patterns that will actually benefit us. So, yeah, I do feel that something could be disturbing in terms of family troubles and quarrels, but I feel like it's a fleeting energy. It will go away. And if there is a pattern, if you are playing a part in it, something that, needs to go because there's a brumocha, which means that something needs to be swept away. Something is, broom comes when something needs to be cleaned up. So you need to clean something, right? You need to recognize what that is and just let that thing go. Now, next you have Taurus is the major arcana and number 13. It says Death and Marigold. Now look at this picture on this card. It's a skeleton, but it's beautifully decorated. There's candles all around. There's marigold. There's butterflies. There is beautiful decoration. So it's a celebratory moment, is the vibe that I'm getting. The skeleton is smiling. It's all decorated. So there is color. This associates with Dia de los Muertos, right? Which is about honoring the past. It's about accepting the change, embracing the change. Why? Because we need to let go of the old patterns that we have been living over and over again. The Ten of Spades, the Ten of Swords in your relationship read says that there is something that you're doing which is not working, which is constantly causing you heartache or pain, right? So release that and allow a new cycle, allow a new way of being in your life. So yes, sometimes these patterns we are so attached to them that letting it go is so difficult. We feel like it's our identity that we are losing. And when we feel that way, it's not the truth. It's not an identity that we are losing. It's just a negative habit that we picked up that we're unable to release, that we're unable to transform. And yes, while releasing this kind of a habit feels like we're losing identity, and we feel sorry about letting it go. We feel hurt. We are like, I don't understand how else to be. I don't know any other way of being. I don't know what would I do without that habit or pattern. But this 13 number deck, Marigold, is actually telling you to allow that change to happen. Allow that broom to sweep the negative patterns out of your life. And once that's gone, that will relieve you so much. You'll feel like a new person. Allow that rebirth to happen. Allow that rejuvenation to happen. Right? So it is a time of transitions, but I don't think there is anything wrong with it because of the image in the picture. There are butterflies, which is transformation. There are endings which are needed so that you make space for new, healthier beginnings This is what life is. We all live it in cycles, and nothing's permanent. And we are not permanent. The societies aren't permanent. The things are not permanent. And all of us continually, we need to evolve. Planets are not permanent. They move around, they shift, they make different conjunctions and aspects, and they shift up the energy of the universe. And we all have to follow along. We have to adapt. That's the only way this world evolves. And we have to evolve too. Otherwise, we become living dinosaurs, right? So this is exactly what we need to do. And marigold out here, it's the gold. Gold is, a mantle of alchemy, of transformation, of emotional healing. And over here, there is a skeleton, it's a decorated skeleton, right? It's something that we cannot see from the outside. Can you see your own skeleton? No, it's something that we safeguard beneath the muscles and the skin. So heal those parts of yourself that need to be released. Honor your old version. Yes, those were patterns that we have for a long time. It needs to go. So just, respect it, because those were part of the conditioning of your of your roots, of your younger days. So it's something that we need to honor and let it go. Don't resent that pattern. Don't resent it. Honor it. Honor the past, but be ready to step into the future. And the presence of marigold, this is such a beautiful flower. It's golden. It's the energy of the sun. It's vitality. It's I feel that Taurus, and the problem with the fixed energies is that, change is very difficult. Embracing change is very difficult. Letting go is, it doesn't come easy. But here, I feel that, this transformation, there's so many butterflies out here. This transformation is going to, bring in something so beautiful, something so good. This is a growth cycle for you, a time of growth. This is also about using marigold in your daily rituals. Because this flower was traditionally used to, honor transitions and passages. So I feel that you need to just stay strong through all the changes. Be strong. Allow for that change. Allow for that growth. Allow for that renewal. It's like preparing a new garden, right? When we till the soil, when we get the soil ready, it's that process of allowing regrowth, allowing that soil to gain its vitality and nutrition, so that there can be new crops out there, new harvest, new growth. So it's just that. Next, Taurus, you have the tarot card, number 19, the sun, St. John sword, it's sped up with. So you have two major arcanas out here, the death and the sun. And see, the sun is shining. It's like brightness, warmth, good times, happiness, positivity, illumination rolling in. It's the, it's like allowing those releases to happen, staying strong in the transitioning time so that you're able to come out on the other side, releasing all the negativity, all the, the darkness. So you're entering into a period of warmth, of happiness, of confidence, of success, of knowing the truth, of enlightenment, right? Where you have overcome all challenges, stayed optimistic, you have the clarity. You are the inspiration here for people, right? So I feel that the changes will happen and they will help you with the healing process. This will allow you to, embrace your new identity, to love your new version, to love the way that you are now, releasing all things that have not worked in the past. This is moving forward with renewed energy. This is feeling really good about embracing the change and good about all those changes that happened, right? This is staying in a positive mood. Now, it being paired with the St. John's wort, St. John wort is very good for calming. I have tried this myself. This is very good for nerves, for emotions, for healing, for calming, in general, it's a very positive herb that has positive healing, healing impact on the body. For some of you, you can also try St. John wort teas or oils. That also helps a lot. And I feel that you have worked on your inner shadows. You have transformed it. And you have transformed in a way that will, bring in a lot of happiness and joy into your life, Taurus. Right? Because with the sun card out here, look at the beautiful picture on this. I mean, it's yellow, it's golden. You could be using yellow color or shades of yellow and orange. But if you have this St. John wort teas or even other, uplifting teas, it could benefit you a lot at this point in time. It will give you that calmness, that holistic feeling of feeling uplifted and happy. So I do feel that, this lightness this is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is brighter times. This is joy. This is happiness. This is thanking the universe for, this is like feeling good about the efforts that you put in, right? You participated in transforming anything that was dark and not good for you into something that will benefit you for the rest of your life in the long run. This is transforming the dark elements, the shadow elements, the darkness, the uncertainty into something which is so positive, something that heals you, something that makes you stronger, something that uplifts you. For some of you, the St. John's wort is also good for skin. You can try it on skin as well. It helps calm down the nerves. I have tried it myself. I used to get a lot of nerve pain on my feet, on my legs, and it really helps a lot. So, St. John wort, this could be helpful to some of you. But this is also using colors of blue and yellow and red that are ouchy and white. And of course, earthy colors, there's red, there's brown. So using these colors as well. To, just feel good, because yellow, when you bring in yellow, it just uplifts our mood, makes us feel radiant. Some of you could be using a lot of red and yellow in your cosmetics as well. And some of you could be into herbs, jars and painting jars or things like that. Just feeling alive in the moment. That's what this energy is about. Feeling joyous, radiating, happy, and just breathing in the moment and feeling good, connected to yourself and feeling good and uplifted in the moment. And the last card for today, Taurus, you have is observe your world. And it says, practice being present and observing the world around you throughout your day. Notice the leaves changing colors, the sunrise or sunset as you commute, the shifting light in your office as the clouds come and go, and the taste, texture, and color of each meal. Try to stay off your phone or tablet when you are on the bus between classes or in the evening before bed. Instead, notice the things and people around you. Yeah, the lesser screen time we have, the more connected we are with the world, the more observant we are, the more people we meet, the more we can learn, from people just doing their things. When you're just out and about, living in the moment, it like the cliche goes, stop and smell the roses. When we're in that kind of energy, we, are able to tap and get inspired into other people's, positive habits or positive actions. It further says the opportunity to enjoy our world exists in every place and moment when we choose to be present and eliminate thoughts or worries of the past and future. So don't live in the past. Don't worry about the future. Just live in the moment. Practicing this presence promotes continuous peace of mind. So if you are stressed out over anything that happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, this is an encouragement for you to release that and just live in the moment and enjoy your life. So good energy here, Taurus. So Taurus, those were your messages. Hope they were helpful and insightful to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and the subscribe along with the bell icon so that you get notified whenever the videos are published. And take care, you all. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.